Welcome to Media Men, episode 1. Actually, this time,
because I'm actually here.
Yeah, we invited a new friend. His name's Harrison. You want to tell us who you are, what your name is, where you come from, where'd you go, Cotton Eye Joe?
Announce ourselves again,
dude. Sure.
Let's go down the line.
All right, welcome to Media Men. I'm
last
Ben.
time you did this, I was outside your room sitting.
Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
It was a test.
Okay.
It's a test.
Wow.
All right,
okay.
let's start down the line. Ben, let's start with you first.
My name's Ben.
Really?
He's from the south.
Yeah, I don't know things. Down the
My
line.
name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
So we have Inigo Montoya with us today.
And I'm Harrison, and like my guy Sam over here, we're from the greatest state in the USA, New Jersey.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
No.
You guys don't know who I am. I'm
Jersey
Sam.
trash.
Man,
The other
that
Jersey boy.
turnpike.
L-Town for life.
The only good part about New Jersey
Is the turnpike. It connects me to other parts of America that I'd rather be in.
Like Delaware or Philadelphia.
Yeah. Dude, Delaware's
man.
legit.
By the way, if you guys want to know, Ben's from Lynchburg, Virginia.
Dude.
Where people get shot in the public library.
Only once. Calm down.
When Ben said that someone was missing or something, we're like, oh.
People go missing all the time and everywhere, so calm
Don't
down.
worry,
They
it
just
happens
go-
all the
No,
time.
it happens all
You guys
the
have,
time.
you guys don't, but fucking Long Island has a. Have you guys heard of Cropsey?
What
The like the
island?
Well,
the urban legend.
Long Island's kind of fucked up.
Oh, Long
Cropsey?
Island is Cropsey, like the creepy urban legend for like the 80s and 90s.
No,
of
please
like.
explain.
I'm explaining
This
it right
is now a
now.
whole show just on the basis
Basically,
of
no, you guys are talking shit on my shit, so I'm gonna talk shit on his shit, and then eventually your shit. Jersey
I'm
Devil,
not from Long
yeah.
Island, though.
Jersey Devil's real.
Jersey, is he?
Shut up.
I hate you.
I'm not even from Long Island.
I know. Well, you're from upstate. I forgot.
Yeah,
from
yes you are. If you're not
Wait,
in Long
I'm literally
Island and you're not
5
in the
minutes
city,
outside the Bronx.
you're upstate.
I thought Fody was from Jersey too.
I'm right outside the Bronx. Are you serious?
Have we known each other for
thought
6
we were the
months?
three
Shouldn't we
Jersey
know
guys.
this shit?
I know Fody looks like a Guido Italian, but he's
We're
actually
literally living with each other. We should know this
Fody, I
shit.
swear, I
Yeah,
thought
but
you were
there's a
from
lot of
Jersey.
Guido Italians in New York too, so that
True.
doesn't mean anything.
true.
Fody, this is
Oh
shocking
my
news.
god.
I'm 5 minutes outside the Bronx. I'm not upstate.
Yes, you are.
God. This
To
is
you,
shocking.
maybe.
You're
but-
upstate.
Everyone, you're upstate.
You're
No, I'm
east.
not.
East means up.
Just shut up.
You're
Just shut up.
Chester.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
today?
Okay,
What are we
today
talking
we're talking about Batman vs Superman.
No, we are not.
Annoying.
I refuse to see
okay,
that piece of
we're
shit
talking.
movie.
Well,
Just all right. We're gonna talk about Batman versus
talk
Superman.
very briefly. Talk very briefly.
We're gonna talk about Civil War hype.
I'm gonna sit here
We're
in
gonna talk
silence.
about the Rogue One trailer.
Yeah.
Which
and
then
then
you can say
Suicide
whatever you
Squad.
want, dude.
Suicide Squad looks
trailer.
good.
Suicide
Doctor
Squad.
Strange
And
trailer.
then
Dude,
Doctor
there's too
Strange
much.
trailer.
We've been gone for a while. We recorded the last episode like over a month ago.
Yeah, it was
And
before
we're gonna
BBS
talk
came
about. I think we're gonna finish with Star Wars theories.
like the,
but that's
yeah.
gonna
the
be
test
main-
pilot,
that's gonna
technically.
be
This
the
is
main part.
technically the first quote-unquote episode.
Well, there's
Last
a
one
lot
was
of
a
stuff to
test
get
pilot.
to on the
So-
first episode, so let's get right into
This
it.
is the first episode. The
let's-
other one's the Lost episode.
Yeah,
Don't worry
no,
about
it's
it.
it's
The Lost-
it's the
pilot.
prequel.
We have to go back.
Oh, we'll talk
I
about
hate
Lost.
you.
but
I
don't worry
wanna-
about
It's
it.
the pilot episode. so
God,
now this is
no, we
the
have to
first
get the
official
inaugural
episode.
question to him. What is your favorite movie?
Oh,
Empire.
it's gotta be a Star Wars film.
Empire.
Nah.
That's not your favorite movie?
No?
No, of all time or Star Wars movie?
Of all time.
Star Wars
It's not
minus Empire, but like of all time.
My favorite Star Wars movie is shockingly The Force Awakens.
Really?
Yeah, it's my favorite Star Wars.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, what
I
are
think
your
Empire
favorite
beats it a
movie of
little
all
bit.
Mainstream
For
trash.
me,
I'm not mainstream trash.
It's not mainstream.
I think.
No, bro, my favorite Star Wars movie is Phantom Menace by
Dude,
far.
I love the Clone Wars.
Alright.
The animated
Revenge of
movie.
the Sith.
What's
Oh
your
my
favorite
God.
movie though? Like movie.
Like movie, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's Star Wars, it's that good.
No, I think my favorite movie is probably The Natural, great baseball movie.
The Natural.
The Natural
Okay.
baseball movie.
I
like
did
The
not.
Natural.
Okay. It's out of left
I did
field.
a Foley
Jesus.
project in high
Literally.
school for The Natural.
Nice.
Great
Nice.
movie.
I've never seen it. When
Alright.
he said The Natural, I thought Leon the Professional for a second. I was
The
like, dude, that's a
Natural is-
sick
oh my
baseball
God.
movie.
All right. Anyway.
Alright, let's get into it.
Go on.
Batman
You know what's a
versus
really good
Superman.
baseball movie?
What?
Benchwarmers.
No.
Oh,
Watch
did you guys see?
Benchwarmers.
What?
Because we're going to talk about Star Wars later. They confirmed the actor who's actually going to be under the suit for Darth
Yes,
Vader. in
he's
Rogue
the
One.
guy who played in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's the one who took Chris Pratt's headset and he was listening to.
He's in Doctor Who
Hooked on a
also.
Feeling.
Oh.
Remember?
That guy?
You remember that guy with the eyes?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He does.
He's
He
an action. Yeah, he's got a name.
He's got a name.
He's got his name. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not just
I was
some
like, are you
dude.
talking about?
He's got a name.
Are you
He's
talking
gonna
about Lee
play
Pace?
Darth Vader, huh?
Famous character actor Lee Pace.
No.
Lee Pace.
Oh.
What?
Dude, he's fucking Ronan the Destroyer from Guardians of the
No,
Galaxy.
he's talking about the other blue dude.
No, offshore Wi-Fi is being
Dude,
shit,
I'm
so
sorry,
I can't
all
look up
blue,
his name.
blue people look the same to me. Racism.
So Civil
Alright,
War.
let's
Anybody
get-
see that new clip where Vision is looking dapper as
We're just
fuck?
jumping all over the place right now.
All right, so what are we
Calm
getting
down.
into? Civil War
Okay,
first? Or
we're gonna
let's get
jump
to Batman versus.
let's.
Batman versus
We talked
Superman.
about Batman
Yeah,
versus
let's
Superman a
get
lot
that
in the
out of the way.
pilot, so
Alright.
let's talk about that real quick.
All right.
Alright, so
So,
initial.
go ahead.
Yeah, alright, so initial reaction, it was okay. I mean,
Short and sweet. Short and sweet.
Alright, it was okay. I had so much hype for this movie, and when I went to it, it wasn't bad. It was okay. There were some great parts to it, and there were some horrible parts to it. The beginning of this movie is amazing. It's the best part of the whole movie, is the beginning with the destruction of Metropolis.
Spoiler.
When
Just
Shut
keep going. Just keep going.
when you see Ben Affleck in the destruction of Metropolis, like they show in the trailers, that got me right into it, and I was into it from the beginning. But it kind of slowed down. It was a little the plot. They were trying to do so many things with establishing the conflict with Batman versus Superman, the conflict that Superman's having with the world. Establishing the new Batman, who was amazing, by the way, with Ben Affleck. And they were trying to establish the Justice League, which I thought that wasn't that bad either. But it was you were setting up the hype for this Juggernaut battle between Batman and Superman. And it was okay. That conflict together was okay. You wanted to focus on it, but you got a mediocre battle out of it. The ending of this movie is horrific. I hated this. I wanted emotion. I wanted to be gut-wrenched by this ending, and that's what they wanted to get out of it, but I didn't. Because you know what's going to happen down the line.
Yeah.
And it's just... It was horrible. I like the way they set up Justice League, though. I do like that. Like, what's so crazy about this movie is that I'm still hyped for DC Cinematic Universe. Like, even though this film wasn't the best, I'm still hyped up for Justice League. I'm still hyped up for Suicide Squad. I'm still hyped up for the Wonder Woman film, who Gal Gadot was fantastic, by the way. I'm hyped up for the Batman solo film because of all the mythology that they have, with Batman now being older and 20 years of history to have. It sets up some exciting stuff, even though this film itself was mediocre. So those are my initial reactions from seeing it.
My reaction is Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, more like Yawn of Justice. I was bored.
I mean, there's not a lot of action in the film. There's a lot of plot-based stuff.
What I've been telling a lot of people is basically the first hour and a half is mirroring the real-world nerdy reaction to Man of Steel, where they're bitching about like, I don't know if Superman is like for us. No, he's against us.
But the thing about like the stuff they have with Superman, I wish that was a Man of Steel sequel. That stuff would be great. That stuff you could see was set for a Man of Steel sequel, because that stuff, especially the ending and all the stuff they had,
They were
with
trying to
this internal
shoehorn
conflict.
too many things in at the
Exactly.
same time. All right, I
Footy
thought
was good too.
the movie was okay, but that's not okay.
Like
it shouldn't have been okay. It should have been great.
This battle, like this big battle.
I
of
disagree
giants.
with what you said. I thought the beginning was a Jeep commercial because he hopped in the Jeep. He hopped in your Jeep. Actually,
Oh, really? Jeep Renegade?
Yeah,
Jeep
Jeep
Renegade.
Renegade.
It was literally, I was
Shout
thinking
out.
this car. I'm like, yo, this is Lottie Harrison's car.
No, 2015.
Oh my
2015.
god.
Yeah, whatever. It was 15 or 16.
I mean,
Doesn't
but
matter.
literally-
it was your car in black.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hops
Man,
in
only
there
dads
and he
drive
just starts
Jeeps.
drifting all around Metropolis. I was like, this is a fucking Jeep commercial. I'm watching a Jeep commercial.
But literally, but literally that commercial is what's in the film.
Yes.
But
It was an actual commercial.
Yeah, but
and I was like, what the hell is this? So I didn't like that. The last 30 minutes, the fight with Doomsday I kind of like that.
It was kind of dumb.
Their
actually.
fight, Batman and Superman's fight, was awesome.
No,
But it was only 2 minutes.
no.
Yeah, like, but
Not
It
even-
wasn't a fight. It was
loved
like schoolyard bullies, just like
But, like,
separated
I
by
wanted
like.
more.
I just like seeing them kick the shit out of
This
each other.
movie is called Batman vs Superman. They fight for 2 minutes.
But that's the thing though. Like,
Dude,
I
this
wanted more.
This is why I'm not
Fighting.
seeing this movie.
Before
Like,
I pirated the
don't
movie
even-
to watch it online, yeah, I did something illegal. Sue me for it. Who gives
Oh,
a
man.
shit? Oh, moviesub.net. Shout out to you. Thank you for letting me watch it for free. I would not pay $1 to see that movie again.
I saw it twice.
I apologize.
Good on you.
No, but
It's your money.
Seeing it twice, you do have to. I would recommend seeing this movie twice, just so that you can, because there's so much stuff in this movie to set up the rest of the cinematic universe that you miss so much stuff, and it's crazy to think that they were hyping this movie for so many years and we got this kind of film. It's sad, but it gives so much potential. Like, I do like the fight with Doomsday, but I felt like it was just too much special effects going on. But I did like it, but it was okay. I do like the introduction of Wonder Woman.
Why did Superman just fly from the back? Wait, did you say that?
Yeah, I said that. Like,
Yeah.
why doesn't he take the spear and go from behind?
Yeah, that was
No. Well, you know what he should do? Why doesn't he just like pierce in, like he pierces Doomsday and just flies away? Why does he just do that?
Because you got.
Or he could have just like. I mean, he was going pretty
Why does
fast.
he have to stand there?
He could have just like let it go. It was going fast
Yeah.
enough to like fly into his chest.
No, wait.
Oh,
my
Jesus! Whoa, that's not what.
Anyway, let's stop talking about this movie.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's move on.
Transition to another DC. We can talk about Suicide Squad if like really briefly.
It's too early in the game.
Too early in the game.
It was
No?
a pretty. I feel like it
was a cool
kind of
trailer.
early.
It was
a really cool
Let's-
trailer.
I
And
liked
I
it.
am looking
They-
forward to that movie.
and
And I'm
you-
usually not even into superhero movies.
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
I
No.
know.
It's
You
their
need to see
Guardians of the
Civil War with
Galaxy.
us.
All right,
Come on.
let's talk about the opposite of Batman versus Superman.
Star Wars.
Civil War.
Man.
Holy shit!
I was gonna say Zootopia.
This is my
These
most anticipated
reviews.
movie
These
of the
reviews
year,
are coming out, and they're saying it's the best Marvel movie to date.
No.
which I agree
A lot
with.
of people are saying that. A lot of people are saying it's one of Marvel's finest, which I kind of
Which-
want to stick with but like deep down, I want it to be the best Marvel
But-
movie to date.
but
I'm
see-
setting the highest expectations for this movie ever. Like I just can't help
See,
it.
like for me, this was and is my most anticipated movie of my
For a long
most
time.
my most anticipated superhero film of the year. This to me, this film, what Batman vs Superman was trying to do, this film is doing it 10 times better. But the thing that Civil War does so much better is you have been invested with these characters, plus this film for 13 films, and seeing these characters divided and fighting with each other, there's so much emotion running in it. And I like that what the reviewers are saying, that it's still funny, there's still some good one-liners, and there's a lot of action, but there's a lot of emotion invested in this, and that you're torn apart with these. Like, you want to root, like, you can root for Iron Man, like, there's not one clear-cut bad guy and one clear-cut good guy. You can, there's so many ideals going on, and I was watching one of the clips for Civil War, and it's Cap and Tony talking about, should we sign these accords where should the government be overwatching us? And Tony does agree with that yes, we need to be held accountable for it. But then you see Cap's side of it, but it's like, if we do sign these accords, then the thing is that with Cap, it's like, we shouldn't be fighting with the government. We should be fighting on our own. We should be deciding our own missions. That's what, to me, those are the conflicting ideas, and you can go for one side or the other. Like with BVS, you weren't, like, I wasn't invested in Batman versus Superman fighting like that. I wasn't torn with the two. With this one, I am torn between Iron Man and...
For the story, I'm Team Cap, and I was watching Jeremy Johns' review. He gave it an awesome tacular, by the way, just saying.
I love Jeremy Johns.
That's fucking great. I swear by him, and he was talking about how he went in, I think he said he went into the movie Team Cap, just like, the comics, but they show both sides.
Yeah,
and they make you really, like, torn between...
Exactly.
Because they show the
because
pros and the cons.
Because there's
That
some...
wasn't a high five, but
Because there's
whatever.
some things that you agree with Cap. It's like,
Thanks
yes,
for clipping the audio.
like you should be on your own. Like, you should decide what you want to do to save lives. A perfect example is in the trailer where General Ross is talking to Cap, and then you see the destruction that they've caused. But it's like, yes, but
They're
the
handling it
government
better
should.
than DC.
What do you mean by that?
Well, DC was talking about, the body count for Man of Steel.
Yeah. But then you see, like, when he says New York, and then you see the death count and the destruction, and then you see Washington, and you see the destruction, and you see Sokovia. You don't know how much destruction they've caused until you see that. But it's like, wow, like, without supervision, what if they are controlled by the government and they are held accountable? Would this destruction be there? Would so many lives be lost if they were held accountable by the government? With both sides, like, you're so conflicted with it. And to me, the perfect example is in the last 30 seconds of the first trailer, sum up this whole movie, when Cap says that he has no choice, but that Bucky was his friend, and that Iron Man just says, "So was I." That line sets up the whole movie where, we were once friends, but it's boiled up to a point, and we're at that tipping point, and now it's just the floodgates are open.
And you
it's
saw it
all-out
in every
war.
movie. You saw it building up and getting bigger.
It's been
and
building
bigger.
up since the Avengers has been building up, and it's it's reached that boiling point where
for like 4 years
between
now.
them,
It's
because of
crazy.
their egos.
exactly,
Yeah.
it's let the floodgate releases, and it's going to be all out.
Does Cap have an ego?
Everyone has an ego.
Everyone, but it's for
You have
Cap, it's his non-selfish ego. It's his.
Do we want to go into the
it's his
deep,
ego-
like, thought about like Freud's idea of the
No,
ego?
no,
and,
let him
like,
continue.
okay.
But it's his ego of Cap's ego of not being selfish. It's his ego of saving lives and putting him last. That's his ego.
Okay.
But it's not that selfish ego. It's that non-selfish ego.
Can
that
I
makes
switch
it
the
his
topic real quick? Because
Yeah.
as we're doing this, Harrison's doing these dumbass facial expressions
Yeah.
that look like fucking
One of them
Jim
distracted
Carrey
me
from the
for a
Cable
second.
Guy, and I have a picture like no, you look like Jim Carrey
I
from
do
the
not
Cable
look
Guy.
Jim-
Yes, you do.
I don't look
and
like
it
Jim
cracks
Carrey.
me up. Yeah, just
I
don't
do
look like Ted
not.
Cruz.
You are my sworn enemy.
Yes, you do look like Ted Cruz. Holy shit.
God.
hate you.
But not as much as Grayson Allen. But
Who?
Grayson Allen looks
so
like
you don't
Ted
even know.
Cruz.
I don't. Who's
All
that?
right.
He plays for Duke.
Plays for Duke. He's
Oh,
Harrison, do you got
okay,
any
okay.
opinions on Captain America?
Do you have any opinions on Captain America?
Harrison, who's your favorite superhero?
Yeah.
favorite
I
superhero?
don't
Ray.
people in the MCU like Iron Man.
I like
Cap,
James
Spidey.
Bond. How
Out
about
of
you?
Marvel, my favorite superhero is Deadpool because he's funny as hell.
I see that.
And that's the
Okay.
only movie that I like from
Yeah.
Marvel.
Personally, Jerry Seinfeld.
He makes me sick.
Am I gonna see Civil War? Yes, because my girlfriend's gonna drag me to Civil War.
Why don't you
Drive you? Yeah,
You
why
don't
don't
like
you
it.
drive
Why you
her
don't
to
want to
Star
see-
Wars? She drives you to Marvel.
Oh,
She
trust me,
drives you
after
to Star
Farmer,
Wars.
we're watching all the Star
You
Wars
can't-
movies.
have you ever
without
Yeah,
getting
but you
considered-
tired.
can't bitch about her dragging to like a Captain America movie when you're making her watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's like 13 Marvel films that she wants me to watch.
all of
They're
them.
awesome,
that is.
though.
They're
You gotta
Yeah.
watch them.
They're worth it.
They're
Other
all
than
worth
Thor.
it.
Other
They're
than
all
Thor.
worth it. They're all
worth it.
really good.
Thor one's worth
I don't
it.
think
Thor
any
was
of
just-
them are
I've
not worth
never
watching.
been into superhero movies ever.
That's fine.
Besides the
you'll
Dark
get
Knight
into them.
trilogy.
But can we
You'll
just
get
say
into
how
them, trust
awesome
me.
Black Panther's gonna be? He looks
I'm
amazing.
hyped for that.
They
Yeah.
said they gave him and Spider-Man the most
Yeah,
praise.
I cannot wait for
And they said that this fight is the best on-screen superhero fight of all
the
time.
airport. That
Which
the
Batman
splash
Superman
page,
was supposed to be.
But it doesn't involve.
But it was only a
the
minute
splash
long.
page.
What?
I can't wait for that.
But there's no way.
I heard that's like
All
one of
right,
the best
let's
action
move on
scenes.
because we're.
What if they made lifesavers?
That'd be copyright infringement.
Well, no, it's Disney. It's all
Disney.
Disney.
Oh fuck,
all
that's
Disney.
right.
It's all
You can have a
Disney.
They could
Jedi
honestly,
War.
they could
Literally
cross over.
everything
What if they
is
did that?
Disney.
And Marvel
What if
made a
Oh
Star Wars
please, dear
comic.
God,
Yeah.
no.
What if they
I don't
crossed
want a
over Marvel
crossover.
with
No.
Star Wars?
Guardians of the Galaxy is perfect, dude.
Star Wars
If
Episode
we go through, like, the
25.
Maz Eisley
Iron
Iron
I
Man
have
with a
no idea for you,
lightsaber.
buddy.
Oh, dude, episode 67. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
That's like.
What if it's like-
You couldn't do that.
Like the
I would
one
love it.
overlord of
Of
like
course you would.
all
I'd
of
be
the
hyped.
universe, and they all have to
Tell
unite.
me that
Thanos
would
is
be
a
hype.
Sith Lord. Thanos is a Sith Lord.
No, Jar Jar
Thanos is
Sith
Snoke.
Lord.
Oh,
Thanos is
God.
Snoke.
Anyway,
it's tied
Snoke is
together.
Jar
Alright, let's
Jar.
move on to the next.
Okay,
topic.
speaking. This is perfectly transitions. Segues.
To Rogue One.
Sure.
Wait,
yeah.
wait,
Well, I
what
was
else
gonna
are we
say
missing besides,
Snoke.
before we talk about Star Wars? What are we missing?
We're missing nothing.
We
don't
talked
really
about
have
Civil
to.
War. We talked about Batman.
We're gonna talk
versus
about Rogue
Superman.
One.
Rogue One.
Rogue One
Rogue
came
One.
out. The trailer.
Doctor Strange. We didn't talk about Doctor Strange.
All right. Well, I guess while we're on this topic, of
That's my
superheroes,
favorite superhero, to be honest. And like all jokes aside, I'm
Alright.
hyped for this movie.
All right. So who
That's
wants?
it.
Who
That's
wants
all I have to say emotionally to it.
Alright.
I'm
I
invested.
think it looks
Voting.
really good. I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna. It has this like Inception vibe,
Yeah.
Inception vibe, not just because of the cities bending
Yeah, that was cool.
in the trailer, just because of like the shots reminded. Not that shot in particular reminded me of Inception, but so did the whole trailer. And I think it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna fuck with your mind.
Yeah.
I
Did the
think
trailer
it's
have
gonna
like the
be-
tuba sound? It was like, wow.
They had something like that when she hit him.
Oh,
The,
that
what's
was
it called?
cool.
What came out?
his
projection.
spirit.
His spirit,
His
his
spirit.
amiibo
No, it's
or
called
something like that. Amiibo,
His-
amoeba.
no, no.
I
Amiibo,
swear,
no.
I thought it starts with an A.
Dude,
No, it starts with an A. It's called something.
this is
A
Amiibo.
Okay,
something projection. It's called.
I don't know, but
Just showed him a Shovel Knight
I don't
movie.
know. Whatever.
Doctor Strange is. I mean, it was a teaser trailer, and it introduced people who didn't really know what Doctor Strange really is.
Hmm.
Like to me, like Ben, I know you're a diehard Doctor Strange fan.
I'm hyped.
Like for me, like I don't know a lot about. Like I know who Doctor Strange is, but I don't know a lot about the lore. So like to me, this was a good way to like introduce me to and say pique my interest. And I was interested in it, but now after seeing the teaser, I'm really curious to see what Marvel is going to do with this. And Bodhi, like you said, having that Inception vibe to it, it really does. And I can't wait for the next trailer to come out so I can see the other visuals that they have for this film. I'm really excited.
I feel like the next trailer is going to come out
I think by
probably
August, September.
August.
I think once Suicide,
Whatever-
the rest come out. Like
I don't know what big
Some
Disney
movies.
movie's coming because it's going to come out with Disney movie. I think
I think Pete's. I think you could see it with Pete's Dragon. You might see it with.
maybe.
Pete's Dragon.
That's the next Disney
Oh my
movie.
god, I'm
I'm
so
so
hyped.
It comes out in August. They're gonna have all the fall movies. You'll see another Rogue One trailer probably come out around that time. You'll see a lot of fall and winter
So
movies.
hyped for when
trailers come
Pete
out during that
fucks a
time.
dragon. I mean, what?
Shut up.
Pete's Dragon.
Leave that movie alone.
Star Wars.
All right.
Star
All right.
Wars.
Hang on. Are we missing anything?
I mean, Tilda Swinton looks awesome as the Ancient One,
Star Wars, the
Star
Rouge
Wars.
one.
the Rouge One.
Yeah,
All
All
right.
right, let's move
Yeah.
on.
let's
All
go.
right.
Hashtag the best prequel.
It's
It's gonna
going
be
to
the
be.
best.
Oh,
I don't,
by
I'm,
far.
All right.
By far.
Harrison, you want to go first?
I don't know. You saw the
Talk
holiday
about it?
special, right?
I
It's
did
not
not
really
see
the
the
holiday special is like you can't compare anything to. the
I
holiday.
personally
It's a high
believe that
standard.
Rogue One is the prequel movie that everyone has ever wanted.
I agree with that.
It's not the one we
100%
need. It's the
agree
one
with
that we deserve.
It
It's
is.
the one that
It's
we
perfect.
wanted. Honestly, in my opinion, the prequel should have started with Episode 2. Episode 1 was useless. No
Yeah,
one
it
wanted
was.
to see
Arguably,
Anakin Skywalker as a whiny bitch.
Episode 2 is useless because
Yeah,
I don't.
Episode
he's a
2
whiny
had its
bitch in that one
moments.
too.
But I'm saying if episode 2 was episode 1 and then 3, so you saw more of a transition and then you saw Vader before 4.
That's one thing
I
I'm
can
really
see
hyped
it.
for about Rogue One. Seeing
Yes,
Vader.
that's
I wanna
that's
see
the one
Vader.
thing I'm
I
thoroughly
hope-
looking
I think
forward
you're
to.
gonna see Sidious
I hope
still.
they like Vader. I never read
I think
Vader
you're gonna
down,
see
but I
Sidious.
hope they do shit like that.
Yeah,
I think you should see Sidious in this movie. too.
I really hope that Darth Vader is really, really violent and very dark
I
in
think
this
so.
movie.
I think this movie is going to be like
I hope he's
lot
a
of-
vital part of the movie, and I hope we actually see him hurt
I think.
people.
I
Yes.
think
and,
what
like,
he's
on
going to
the
be.
battlefield.
I think
And what's great is with
Yeah.
this movie, we finally have the modern technology, so we can see him with lightsaber combat,
Mhm.
where it's not slow like the Obi-Wan fight.
Were we? I feel like I was talking to someone earlier about like what is it? Kylo. People arguing that Kylo is a better villain
hell
than
no,
Vader.
you can't.
Because no,
He's
because
complex.
like
He's
on-screen
complex.
action. Because Vader doesn't show as much like action on screen. That's what like the person's argument was. Like Kylo shows more action and such, and like villainous traits and such on screen.
I think it's-
But
that's
Vader
because-
basically just does like a Machiavellian thing where he works behind the scenes.
That
and
was
he
the
does, like,
70s, though.
I know, like everybody's like,
can't
what the
compare.
fuck do you
Time
expect?
where he was
Like the
menacing-
fight between him and
Honest-
Obi-Wan is
but
like
yeah,
really
because it was
cool.
like
That-
this.
is
like
honestly
that.
why I think
I
Rogue
mean-
One is going to be considered one of the great movies, because Darth Vader is such an iconic character, and now you see him in modern times
Right.
finally
so hopefully they
fighting.
can actually nail him. This
Yes,
Yeah.
finally. And if James Earl Jones isn't voice acting him, I
They
would
gotta-
be
they-
so.
they'll get him.
I would
They
be
got him
so
for the-
disappointed.
for
This might be
Rebels.
horrible to say, but
If they got
he's
him for the
alive?
Disney
He's
TV
85
shows,
years
they're
old.
gonna
He's
get him
still
for the
alive.
Shit, I thought
He's
whoa.
still around. They got to do it quickly
Yeah,
though.
they got him
James
for
Earl
the.
Jones, he's not that old.
He's
No.
85.
Look,
That's
listen,
young.
listen. Only
Today, that's young.
Oh, that's
Listen,
flattering.
listen.
Stan Lee's like 95. What are you
listen,
saying?
yeah, listen. All Stanley's no 90 something.
I don't want to talk
I
about
just saw him on
Stanley's
the
age.
red carpet.
I don't want to talk about Stanley's age.
But look,
I don't
but
want to talk about it.
all James Earl has to do is a voiceover. He just has to go to the studio
Yeah,
for a
it's
couple of days
literally
and they'll do a couple lines and it'll be good to go. It's not like he's actually going to the suit and fighting. But I mean, it looks great. I mean, it looks like an actual. It looks like a war film.
It is going to be a war
It's like it literally looks like the beach, like the. I love the beach scene
Mhm.
with the ATTs. I love that scene, and I love Felicity Jones.
So like
as
13
this
hours
character.
with lightsabers.
Dude, I can't. Oh,
Or-
really? Okay, I was gonna go Saving Private Ryan.
See, that's
Really?
exactly.
13 hours.
That's exactly what it looks like.
It's
And
the most recent one I
Yeah,
saw.
I didn't
think
see that.
Garrett
It was
Edwards
really
is
good.
a
I
really
heard it was
good
okay.
person to be directing this film too, and it's gonna be like Harrison said.
It's
gonna be
weird
the
for
people
Garrett
who deserve
Edwards to direct this because he mostly done monster flicks before.
Yeah, he did
Godzilla,
Godzilla.
and one of
Which Godzilla?
the
the
one
most
with
recent
Sam.
one, the
Yeah,
2016.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah,
the
the
Bryan
one.
Cranston one.
Yeah, yeah.
That
I
was
fell
a good
asleep.
one. But I
I don't
mean,
blame you.
It looks good. It's the thing with the trailer though is Harrison. Especially I want to get this point of view from you. Like, did you get that? You didn't get that same urgency like you did. Like when the second teaser trailer for Force Awakens came out, and it came out with the Chewie world. Like you didn't get that vibe with this one, right?
Because there wasn't
No,
like
not
nostalgia.
But the more I watch the Rogue One trailer, the more and more excited I
Right.
am for this movie.
Like for people that like don't know, like especially for like general audience members like who don't know what this, because this isn't an episodic one like an 8 or a 9. So like if you like when you have to explain it to people who don't know what this movie is, like how would you explain it to this person who's like, oh, there's a new Star Wars movie coming out, but it's not like how would you explain it to like a general audience member?
it's episode 3.5. Basically, that's what it is. It's
It is.
episode 3.5.
Lion King 1.5.
It is.
Yeah,
Look at
it
from the
really
different
is.
Point of view.
You
Yeah,
think they're
kind
gonna
of.
show Luke and Leia in the movie
No.
at all?
Leia maybe.
They might refer to them, but I don't think.
Luke.
They
No,
should show
Leia.
them as
Well,
children.
no.
I'd
that
like to
doesn't
see
really.
them.
Why would they-
Why
I'd
would
like to see them as children. No, just
Just
like
no,
why would
Leia.
they mention them? Because this takes place before episode
Well,
4
I
when
can see
Luke is
Leia.
even irrelevant.
I could see Leia.
Leia maybe.
I could see
They're
Leia,
born.
not Luke.
no, just as
'cause
like a
because of
cameo
Darth
for
Vader?
fun, just
No.
for fun.
You
What, like
can't.
little baby Luke?
Well, either that or
No,
they're like
he wouldn't be a
teenagers.
baby. He would be.
But he's to be.
How long
he'd
after
be on
episode 3 does this?
He'd be
does
This
like-
is
Tatooine.
5 years before episode 4. I
So
believe.
he'd be on Tatooine still.
Oh,
So
so
he'd be
they're,
like
they're
14.
young.
he's like a
14.
preteen. Yeah.
And then
I'd like to-
and then
I'd
you-
love to see that.
Yeah.
He'd be coming home
Just
from
like-
fucking
Yeah, but
middle
I don't
school.
think it
It
would.
wouldn't work.
I don't think
Just
it would
like,
work
you know,
with
him
Rogue One.
hanging
I
at
could see
Tashi
Leia.
Station.
I could
Yeah.
see
Getting
Leia.
some power converters.
Leia, I
God
could see.
damn it.
because she's
I honestly
involved.
don't think it would work well with the plot that
No,
they're trying
Leia.
to establish.
No, 'cause
Like,
that-
Leia, yes.
Leia, yeah.
Luke, no.
I still feel like
no.
that could be shoehorned in.
No, just
I don't need that.
Like,
we don't
it
need
doesn't
that.
even have to be
No,
a big
yeah,
thing.
no,
Just
it's
like
the
one
perfect
quick
grounds
scene
for
for
new
fun.
characters.
Just for fun.
I agree, and I hope like we know all the theories that are coming out with is Felicity Jones' character Rey's mom? No,
No,
she's
she's
not.
not.
They
No,
confirmed
she-
that she's not, and I'm
She's
sad
not.
because
I'm not sad about
I'm
that.
No, I
I'm
get the whole
really
point of
not.
view where like I don't want her to be a Skywalker or whatever, but I
I
like
do.
talking to Harrison. God,
I
not
don't want
everyone's
it.
related.
Then you're really
I don't.
shrinking
Talking
it
to
down.
Harrison
It's too
the other day.
relatable.
No, I talked to you
It's
the
too
other day when we
predictable,
went to
I should say.
Moe's. we talked about like, oh, well, that's predictable. What if you expand on that by basically making Felicity Jones' character Jinner, so like this daughter of like another character?
Yes, I would
And then
absolutely
maybe-
love.
like
Here's my
say
question.
I would
Obi-Wan.
love if
that'd
somehow
be
she was both related to Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker.
Jin
Yeah.
or Rey?
Rey.
Jin.
All right, listen.
Oh, yeah,
listen.
right,
Here's
right.
my theory. Why shroud her parents in mystery if they're not someone who we already know?
It's someone
know
that
who
we
they
know.
are.
It's someone that
What
we
if
know.
they're just trolling us and they're just like
No,
making
there's
No,
no
they
way.
wouldn't do that.
They
They
gotta
are
deliver
setting
on
up
this.
one of the biggest.
They have to
reveals.
deliver
See,
this. Otherwise, it would
which
be
is why I don't.
Rey knows who they are.
I don't think.
Like, I mean,
I don't
they
think it's
all
going to be a
know.
Daisy
Skywalker
Ridley
because
knows.
they're not going to have a huge reveal and be like, "Oh, you're another Skywalker."
But it's not
Ooh.
going to be a huge reveal of like somebody we've never met or seen before.
No, definitely not. But it's going to be someone who'll be like,
I think
"Wow, I
it's
never
gonna be-
saw
yeah.
that coming."
It's probably
they
going to
have
be
to.
in episode 8 because that's
like
when he said, "I'm
Grand
your
Moff
father."
Tarkin or some shit.
In episode-
Speaking of which,
in episode 5.
I still like the theory that I had, but I don't think
what's
it's
the theory?
the theory that Rey could possibly be
Sidious
related to
is-
Palpatine.
That's stupid as shit.
It's
I
not
don't-
stupid as shit.
What
Listen,
is your
I still
evidence?
go by my theory. I want to see this theory.
If this theory
Harrison
came to
knows
light,
what my
all
theory
I want,
is.
all I want is to be sitting in episode 8, and then we figure out that she's a Palpatine, and I
Yeah.
want to look at
Listen,
both of you and be like, I
yeah.
fucking told
Listen,
you.
like,
that
what's
would
your
be,
evidence?
That actually might be cool.
I don't have much evidence, but I think it'd be really, really cool. There's not much evidence
That would
there.
be cool because like, you know, you would see the pull
Yeah.
to the dark side.
Like
Yes,
for me,
exactly.
And then
like
you would
what I
worry,
want to
and
see
you
is
you would know. I mean, eventually, I mean, you would know she wouldn't turn. I don't think they would do
No,
that.
no.
like
But-
what I want to see is like I want to see Kylo Ren be a double agent. I want to see him turn like him go back to the rebellion. I want to see Rey turn to, like go back to the dark side. Then I want to see Kylo kind of like I want to see his character go through a phase where he has to pay the consequences for all he's done with Han Solo's death, like all the things that he did.
Spoiler.
So okay, if you haven't seen this movie already by the millions and millions of peoples, then there's
I'll put a
something
spoiler
wrong.
warning
You
for
live
the
under a rock.
story. It's all fine.
I know, but still, you live under a rock if you haven't seen this
Yeah,
movie.
you live under a fucking
You live
Dwayne
under a
Johnson.
very
You also
big
can't
rock.
forget one thing about episode 8. We could possibly have
Smell the rock
a new
cooking.
villain coming in.
I know
into the
Benicio
picture.
del Toro.
And
I cannot
Kate?
Oh, I
wait.
forgot about him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, what?
oh yeah.
Benicio del Toro's gonna
Del
be in
Toro's in episode
Yeah.
8.
Oh my god.
We have no idea what he's
We
going
don't
to
know.
do.
Dude, you
He's
saw
gonna be an
Sicario
alien.
with us,
He's
right?
gonna be a
Yes,
bounty hunter.
Sicario was great.
Oh my
Harrison,
god.
I do have another question
I
for you.
just
though.
like the end of Sicario. I fell
The
asleep.
end of that
Sicario
movie
as
is
well.
that ending of that
Sicario's
movie
movie.
with
Go back to
Benicio is
Star
what
Wars.
made him his character great.
Oh,
my
that
God.
movie's badass.
They're making a sequel.
Sicario.
Oh, they really?
Why?
Yeah, they
I'm-
licensed
I'm
up a
excited
sequel.
for
They
it.
put the right.
I'll
they
go
If,
put
see
the
if,
right-
they, if they get the same
see
team
that.
together, the director,
John Wick
cinematographer, and the
I can't
team,
fucking wait.
You mean Keanu?
John Wick 2.
Which reminds
Oh,
me,
yeah.
yo, you guys want to go see Keanu when it comes out?
I'd be down.
I'm down. It looks pretty funny.
I really want to see
Yeah,
that.
guys, do you want to come see Keanu with us?
But Harrison, I do have a question for you though. Like,
We'll
especially
live
with
stream
production of
us
episode
watching
8,
it, so you
Yeah,
see
you
our
guys can
faces,
sit with us.
like
You
Shia
can,
LaBeouf.
especially with episode
Actual
8.
cannibal.
With
Shia
do you think that with episode 8, like the secrecy? Do you think there's less secrecy behind episode 8 than there was with 7? Like, because I've been hearing a lot of rumors and stuff. Like, there's a lot more rumors than there were.
Episode
with
7
episode
was
7.
probably
Oh, there's
the
definitely
most
gonna be a lot of-
secretive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 7 was the most excited I've been for
Yeah.
a movie in my entire life. And I don't think I'll ever be more excited
Yeah.
for another movie because I was
I do
just
have to agree
the
with
weeks leading up, I wasn't paying attention in class. I was
I
fucking
do have
doodling.
to agree
I was
with
drawing the fucking Millennium Falcon in my
See,
notebook. I
that
was
whole-
listening to the music. I
that-
was just
That whole week
Star
during
Wars, Star Wars,
finals.
Star Wars.
That whole week during finals, I was just getting ready for it.
With that week,
I wasn't even studying for finals.
I
I
know.
was just
the,
like
the
watching
build up
the
and the
movies.
Guys,
excitement
don't
that
do
you
what we
have for
did.
it,
I know.
you basically like also comes alongside skepticism. So I was
Yeah.
really skeptical for
The
like
build up
over
and
a
excitement, I had to wait a month because I
Literally,
had to rewatch all
I
the
will-
movies with my family.
and
I
see-
was not.
year. You didn't see what came
Yeah,
out?
I can't believe you waited that
I waited
long.
forever. It was
You waited
so
forever.
painful, but it was
I kept
so
texting him over the
what,
break. I was
worth
like, "Do you see
the
it yet?" He's
wait.
like, "No, I haven't seen it." I was like,
I
"Get
saw
your
the
ass
night
in
of
the theater."
Saw the night of release.
And this is before I knew he like
Harrison,
loved
you
it
must
so
have been
much.
Oh
dying.
my god!
I was dying because my
Well-
family wanted to watch episodes
Oh
1,
my
2,
God.
3, 4, 5,
That's
6 before
horrible.
we could see it.
You realized that he loved Star Wars like so much when we sat down and realized that you had Lego Star Wars the complete saga for
Oh, I
Xbox.
love that
And we
game.
just sat down and ran
Shout
through
out
this
to that
entire
game.
semester.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
should definitely
I was
get into
supposed
some
to bring the
theories
Lego. I was supposed to bring that for my speech.
Oh,
Oral Con. Remember that? I forgot to do
Oh,
that.
man.
I got a freaking B plus on that speech. What the fuck?
there. Yeah!
No, it's not.
Oh my
and I got a
God.
B plus on my Rain Man paper. And I stayed after class today. I was like, "Excuse me," like I kind of explained
Excuse me now.
Dude.
Tom Cruise's change from
Professor,
the beginning
what
to
the
the end of
fuck?
the movie, and then she was like, "Yeah, I know, but like when I was grading it, and I was
Snoke, anyone?
Snoke?
Snoke?
I could go for Snoke.
Definitely Plagueis, right?
Anyway,
420.
she was like,
But, like-
she was like, "Yeah."
But like going back to like Fody, what you were saying about the anticipation, like going back to Batman vs Superman Dawn just for a minute, I was hyped for that movie, and I saw that IMAX 3D, and I was trying to say, okay, am I gonna get as hyped, like as excited as I was? I noticed even with Captain America Civil War, I will never get as excited as I did before the opening credits for Star Wars Force
I
Awakens.
teared up.
Yeah, I cried.
Literally,
yeah.
the previews ended. And it was just like, oh, like, you know how they're going through, oh, please, like, everyone, like, here's the showing, and, like, the literally
As soon
Lucasfilms.
as those little blue letters came up, I got chills.
My heart was literally coming out of my chest. I felt my heart beating.
When the John Williams
when it started,
up.
when all the
I was tearing up once the opening credits
said
started.
episode
I'm
7,
getting chills just thinking about it.
When it said episode 7, I just started tearing up.
When it said Star Wars, I was like,
flowing.
you got me. Like, that was
I was
the best
right
movie experience.
smack in the middle. I had the best
Same.
seat.
Dude,
I loved it.
I had the best seat right in the middle.
I was
I made my
online.
friends go at 1 in the morning.
I was online for like 2 hours. Me and my friends were like second and third people online. The guy in front of us was waiting there until like 5 o'clock.
It was me and my 2 friends. We were second in line too, and then there were I'd say like a group of 8, and they had all these like legit lightsabers that they were turning on and off.
I could never do that.
That's what happened. Dude, you guys went Thursday night.
I almost dressed up
Friday
in
night. I still consider that opening night.
Technically, by movie standards, like classic-wise, it's opening night, but everybody started the whole fucking Thursday craze.
I consider it opening night.
But I went to it with my family. We were just finishing up a theater party at my house, so we left like at 9 o'clock to go to a 10 o'clock showing at the theater that's 40 minutes away. So we got there 10 minutes before the movie started. So there were like no seats together, so we all sat like randomly. So I sat next to this group of like, I think it was a youth group, because it was like a group of like 20 plus people that would like turn around and talk to each other the entire time.
A youth group?
Any
youth
prospects?
group, buddy?
Ew.
Jesus Christ, Harrison, they're probably like 10 years old.
What is
I was
wrong
in
with
youth group as a senior in high school.
Still, youth.
What youth group? What's a youth group?
I mean, we're still young.
Youth group is like...
You're sketchy, dude.
What do you think?
That's not sketchy. Everyone in
we're
youth
still
group in my
considered
church is in
people.
high school.
I'm
We're still
fucking with
you.
Dick.
What are you... You're confusing me.
I don't understand. Like,
You know what? Just continue with
I don't know what
also-
kind of youth groups they have in New
You know what?
Jersey, but
There's-
like...
I don't know.
I do think that episode 8 does have, because like there's a lot of social media coming out. Like you see a lot of stuff with like, there's literally a recent photo of Mark Hamill and Daisy Ridley
love that
for
photo.
Like,
the, like
he's
that
doing
little
the
Yoda thing.
I
Yeah,
love
and I
it.
thought, like you see like they're having a lot of fun, but I feel like
Mark
they're
Hamill, there's a
letting
picture
the
of Mark
reins off a
Hamill
little bit
on Daisy Ridley's
on
back.
I feel like a scene like that's not going to be in the movie
No.
though,
As a
because
joke? As a
episode
joke.
8's
Where?
goal is going to be to stray
I
as
think
far
so.
away as
You can put
possible
it
from
fine.
the trilogy with
yeah.
the original trilogy, while also keeping like the
Some
classic
core,
fans
yeah.
interested.
But I agree with you though there, Harrison, where they have to, because it was nice and refreshing. Episode 7 was nice and refreshing, for like you still had those elements of A New Hope in there, but it was refreshing. But you can't go like kind of beat for beat what episodes 5 and episode 6, where you kind of have to stray a little bit, which I think they will.
As much as I love episode 7, J.J. Abrams played it really, really safe with that movie.
He did.
That was a
Oh,
very
it
safe
was-
movie.
It was
did.
practically a remake of
did.
4, 5, and
He
6.
Which gets me so excited about 8, because 8 is supposed to be completely different.
Yeah. I heard, honestly,
It's the perfect way of showing that like they can actually tackle a Star
Yeah,
Wars.
and,
film.
like,
I loved The Force Awakens so much, I'm kind of worried about a new director. I don't know if
That's
that's
what they did with the original
from-
trilogy.
from
They
what
did,
I've
they
heard-
did that with the original trilogy,
Yeah.
though.
but like this guy I heard is he's supposed to be really good with sci-fi, and
It's Ryan Johnson.
And Ryan
made
Johnson was
Looper.
very good with sci-fi, and everyone. And another thing for him is what Star Wars is very good at is having a good script, and he's an amazing scriptwriter for whatever.
not
and
the
even
prequels.
though
JJ's
that,
still attached,
Have you
right?
seen?
huh?
Is JJ still attached?
As an executive
Sam,
producer, he's not doing anything else.
have
He's
you seen
executive
Brick?
He's an executive
I haven't
producer.
seen
He's
Brick.
attached.
Brick is
but
Looper is
fantastically.
there.
Looper's fantastic. Brick is better though. It's
Yeah.
fantastically written. It's basically a noir caper at a high school, and it's the
But like
greatest thing.
the thing that I've heard though is
Brick. It's Ryan Johnson's first movie.
a lot of people have said this about it, and cast members should say this about a film in the script, but from what I've literally, going from Adam Driver to Daisy Ridley to Mark Hamill to all these people, they're saying the script is absolutely amazing. Even J.J. Abrams is like, I wish I directed this episode
To me,
episode with the script.
I love that, but it doesn't mean as much as something as like a fan goes on and actually reads the script and knows, because like those people aren't going to be like, oh, I hate the script, I hate what I'm working on. I mean, some people
Exactly.
do, but
Yeah.
they're not going to trash
But
on
like,
Star Wars.
but they look like now, I think for a lot, especially for people like Daisy Ridley and John Boyega and Adam Driver, they can just sit back and embrace these roles and be like, okay, they love us, they embrace us, let's just go out and make these roles better and improve on the characters. You can just see they're having fun with it. Like the images with Mark Hamill and Daisy Ridley, they're just having fun with
Well,
it.
did you, same topic-ish, did you read about the person they've decided is actually front-runner, probably, to be Han Solo in
Yeah, he's the guy from
prequel?
Hellseason.
Yeah, Alden Ehrenreich.
Aaron Reich?
Yeah.
I think it's Aaron Reich.
Yeah. I think he could do it. I think it's going to be good.
I want to take
hyped for it,
Taron
like-
Egerton. I personally want him.
I know,
think he'd be awesome.
me
He'd
too.
be
But like, I'm
great.
fine with. I just long as it's not the guy from Transformers 4.
I don't think he wasn't. I think it was between him and Taron Egerton was a front runner.
Because I haven't seen much work from Alden other than Hail Caesar.
He was a good part.
He was really good.
He was funny.
He was a stand-up, but
he was like one of the bright spots that.
I just hated that.
calm down.
I hated that accent.
I hated that movie so much.
The accent.
Your
was
girlfriend, by the way,
way,
gave up. I'm not going to say it on air, but she gave a perfect example of that.
No,
that
you can say it. It's
what she said.
All right.
Can I say it,
was
Harrison?
amazing.
Can I say what
Yes.
she said? Okay, she
Oh my
said that
God.
this movie was like a condom, and it just kept building up inside of something. It was a perfect example of what the film was.
So you could
What,
just say it's a
Star Wars?
balloon, but
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know.
We're in
She
college.
said- she
All
said
right.
it funnier.
Okay. Anyway, listen.
Any fan
There's
theories?
something that I haven't thought about for a while. The title of Episode 8. Two
Tell me
potential
anything.
titles. First
Forces
off,
Search
Sleep.
for more money.
Star Wars: The Tale of the Jedi Temple.
No.
Or Tale
No.
of the Jedi Temple.
No. Homecoming. Star Wars Homecoming.
This is from
Star Wars,
Independent.
the 8th one.
They won't.
Well, technically,
They
the
won't
9th.
announce that.
This is from
They
Independent.
won't announce the title until Rogue One comes
Technically the
out.
10th if you count Clone
Title
Wars.
stems from the depths of
Yeah.
Reddit. Okay, yeah, that's why.
They're not gonna. They're
Never
not gonna
trust
announce
Reddit.
the title for the film.
Another
until
title
Rogue
is
One.
called
Shadow
Star Wars:
Croatia.
The Order of the Dark Side.
Ooh.
I like that.
That'd be-
No, I don't
Ooh,
like it.
like
no,
that.
no,
I
that's,
don't
that's
like
not
it.
bad.
Harrison,
That's not
don't
bad.
like
I want
it.
your prediction. Teaser trailer for Episode 8. When do you think we get it? Rogue One?
After
Comic-Con?
Rogue One.
After
After
Rogue
Rogue
One.
One.
Do you
gonna-
think we're gonna get it attached?
It's gonna be the release
attached to
of.
Rogue
It's
One.
gonna be the DVD release of Rogue
Speaking-
One, like the DVD
back-
release
back to
of
Rogue
Episode
One.
7.
Back to
We
Rogue
got
One.
the Rogue One trailer.
I think it's gonna be attached with the movie release of Rogue One.
I don't think so.
Back to Rogue One. I do not want any trailers to tease Vader at all.
What if
The breathing would be good.
if Felicity Jones' character and like Forrest Whitaker's character, like they're all looking and then they
Yeah.
look in shock and then all of a sudden cut to black and you hear the breathing or something. What
Alright.
if they do that?
If you
Well, think
listen
about how you
really,
felt-
really closely, I can't tell if it's Whitaker's voice, but when he says, "What will you become?" it kind of sounds like as the become ends, you hear the Vader breath a little bit.
Is Whitaker Boba Fett?
I don't think so.
No,
why would
way.
Forrest
Are you
Whitaker
No,
be
no,
Boba
no,
Fett?
dude.
No way. He's way too old
He's
to be.
way too old.
Oh
and
no,
fat.
but like, oh Jesus, you guys are being mean.
He's gonna be
Okay,
like the
He also doesn't look like his
what-
father.
Do we
Yeah.
do we know what any character he is? Is he a
No.
pre-established character
No.
in
No.
cinematic?
None of them are
Like,
pre-established
none of the.
characters.
There's
I mean,
only one
Grand Moff Tarkin.
pre-established-
and that's what's the name of that girl who was in
I
the
forgot
beginning
her
of the trilogy?
name. I forgot her name.
She was in the original trilogy, and then they cast her.
Tarkin's
but it was
rumored to
in
be
the
in it.
scene.
Oh,
I think the-
Maz-Kanata. No, that's
No,
not
no, no, no.
Maz-Kanata. What's
She's-
her actual
that
name?
was
Hang
just
on.
the
little,
Maz-Kanata is the new one.
Yeah, she's a little Yoda kind of ish orange girl
Rogue
with the small eyes.
One.
Harrison, I got another one for you.
Cast.
And you can go. You can finish what you're saying.
Basically, shit, I forgot my train of thought. Oh no, Grand Moff Tarkin. I legitimately think the guy with the cape in the trailer.
think
is
so.
Grand Moff
No,
Tarkin.
there's no way.
They're not
Wait,
gonna do it.
really think so.
That's not
Mads
Tarkin.
Mikkelsen is in.
He's in it too. Yeah, Mads
Oh, yeah.
Mikkelsen's in it.
Who's
Alan Tudyk's in it.
Lost? Just kidding.
No,
But Harrison,
Alan Tudyk
it
was
looks
in
like
Alright, there's another.
Firefly.
Speaking
shut
of
up.
Vader and hiding him,
I
Luke
know.
Skywalker, him not speaking at all. Obviously in the Force Awakens.
Oh my!
When
that
do you
is-
think? Are they going to show the trailers? Are they going to show it in a teaser trailer? And
No.
the trailers? Do you
No.
think they're going to? What do you
don't.
think they're going to do? Because that's going to be a very high marketing advantage that they're going to have. Is
Mon Mothma.
when are they going to? When is
Her
he going
name
to
is
speak?
Mon Mothma.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see
He's
that?
gonna speak in the. I feel like the opening scene of 8 will have him. It's
Who?
gonna rejoin that scene, and he's gonna
Did
say
you,
something.
Did you
Who?
see
Luke?
Because I
He's
was
gonna say
saying
something.
He'll say
yeah,
something.
'cause
They're
I
not
was-
just gonna stare at each
yeah.
other the entire movie.
because I was saying to
There
Harrison
was a hand.
how
Did you bring my hand?
No, I didn't. Keep the lightsaber.
because I was saying to Harrison that how that's probably going to be a very big marketing
Mhm.
ploy for Episode 8 is when are we going to see him talk? You know, when are we going to see him in action? Because Luke is going to be a very big
That-
plot point.
That scene.
What if we found out that
Oh.
his tongue was cut out by a lightsaber?
This isn't
It's
Hunger
not-
Games. He's not an
Yeah.
AVOX.
Oh wow.
There we go. My
Wow.
Hunger Games
That's
was-
a- that's a
read the
reference.
books? Jesus
That's a
There we
Christ.
go.
Yeah, because the movies decided that AVOXes didn't exist. Whatever.
They showed him in the background at one
The
scene.
Hunger
in the
Games Part
background.
2 they were in.
Oh, it still means something.
One of
Han
the guys
Solo
was-
might be in Rogue One.
They're saying the new
Yeah,
one
they
might
said
be.
that
To
the new Han Solo
establish
might
it.
be.
That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind
New Han
that.
As
Solo?
like Alden.
But they haven't decided
Aaron
yet.
But honestly,
Who
that
would play
ending
him
scene
then? Yeah,
of
who would
Rey
play
and
Han
Luke.
Solo? They couldn't-
Is the principal's photography done with Rogue One? Or not?
Yeah, it's all done.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
It's all
how was
done.
Han Solo in it? Han Solo's not in it then.
There's
They
a
haven't
thing-
cast
there's
him.
a little thing-
They kept the cast for.
There's a little thing called
Yeah.
reshoots. Like Suicide Squad's doing reshoots
Yeah.
right now, and it comes out August.
They
Listen,
kept the
and
cast
also,
so secret about
Spider-Man's a
Force
perfect
Awakens.
example. Spider-Man, they casted that thing where they were probably either done or almost done shooting Civil War, and
That's true.
they're saying he's in a crap ton of scenes.
All right, how would you
Civil
feel
War.
what he was saying before, what Harrison was saying before about seeing Darth Vader? He didn't want to see Darth Vader in the trailers. I didn't want to see Spider-Man in any of the trailers. I saw him and I was so
cool.
excited. Like
But like the Spider-Man thing was set because that trailer was so
That was
great,
a
and that was like a
surprise.
cherry on
that
top.
sucks because like I went on my phone just to check YouTube and the first thing was like a big picture of him holding the shield.
Yeah, like I
It
wish
said
they didn't do
Spider-Man's
that. Where
in the
like the
trailer.
whole,
It's like, oh, fuck,
like I
well,
wish they didn't do
thanks.
that. Where like thing that was like Spider-Man. Like I wish they was like, oh, Spider-Man Spider-Man's at the end, and you don't know where he is at the end until you see him at the end of the trailer when you watch it. I do agree, like, but if they show Vader, people, like, I would still be excited, because that's another marketing
Don't
push
show
for-
Vader, show Grand Moff. Show Grand Moff.
Oh,
No one would care.
But I feel like Grand Moff would be
I
like a
know the
little bit of
significance
surprise
behind it.
because not many people think
No
he's
one
going
cares
to be.
about
I think
Moff.
Sidious. I would expect
Sidious.
Sidious. I think Sidious is going to be in the film.
I'm going to point to one thing in the trailer.
that scene where he's cloaked.
The cloak.
Yeah. I think
And you
that's Sidious.
see the Imperial guards in
That's
red.
gotta be Sidious.
It has to be the Emperor.
Oh my
Yeah.
It has to be.
god.
There's no way that's
It's
Vader. 'Cause Vader
Diego
doesn't
Luna
have that.
Big Starklater.
Shut up. No.
I mean,
he's
because
not.
I mean,
Oh my
Sidious.
god.
The guy who
Sidious
played
is a major
Sidious, yeah,
character.
I mean, and the guy who played Sidious was in the original trilogy, and he was in the. He was in the
Rogue
the
One
prequels.
reveals that Sidious is the grandfather of Rey.
Oh, they can't do it.
I don't think that any I kind of want some of the characters to be connected to the other ones in like the new the new episode 7, 8, 9 that they're coming up with and everything.
I like the
But I
connections,
don't
but
think
if
they're-
if Finn is connected to Mace Windu or Lando,
Forrest
I
Whitaker.
would be pissed.
I don't want Forrest
Because
Whitaker to
I
be
do
the
not
father
want to
of
think that
Finn.
Star Wars
And
only
that's
has like
another thing. I
three
really wanna
African
know-
Americans in the galaxy.
And talking about more theories, I really want to know more about Boyega's character too, because I'm really interested in seeing what they're going to see with this past. Because like they reveal a bit, it's like, oh, you know, I was taken away from my family, and that's another thing I liked about Force Awakens too, is that they like revealed more about these stormtroopers. Like when you saw in the original trilogy, even in the Clone Wars,
and they
like,
can actually hit stuff now.
yeah, like it's you know they're taking these people away from their families, they're raising them to be these killers and these stormtroopers, and Boyega was that one guy. And another question is also, we don't know, why did he change sides? Like, what caused him to, like, all of a sudden think, like, no, I don't want to do this, I don't want to kill, I want to be good, I want to be on the good side of things. You know, that's very interesting. So
That's
all these
actually,
episodes gotta...
that's actually why some people are pointing to the fact that maybe he is a descendant of Lando, because the First Order could have taken him away from Lando as punishment early in his childhood.
See, that's a very interesting
Okay,
too.
you're saying this, but then you don't agree with that.
No, I
he's
don't want it to
Luke's
happen,
son?
but I'm just saying
Luke's daughter?
I can understand
Like,
how people
yeah.
can like make that connection.
Like, if he sees it, he won't be happy about it, but he can
Yeah.
understand
Is
it.
Finn
But, like, another thing too is,
a
like,
Calrissian?
especially with Paul, like, I want to see more of these characters as they go along. Like, I know a lot about Kylo Ren, and also what I want to know about is because
we actually don't know that much about Kylo
We
Ren, to
don't.
be honest with you.
I mean, you know about his family and his origin, but you don't know like what happened to him, like what made him, what did Snoke do to him that made him want to turn to the dark side.
One of the two things I'm looking forward to in the next two movies: learning who Snoke is and learning the identity of Rey's parents.
Ray, and they say
Hang
that,
on a
you know,
second, listen
even
to
J.J.
this.
Abrams knows who's Ray's parents are.
When did this come out? This came out.
I saw this. Some person sold the toy on eBay and said that Finn was Lando's son.
No, it's not.
It's
they
a
don't.
stupid
First
thing.
of all, they're in the
Oh, it's
middle
fake.
of
It's not-
shooting
it's not
episode
Disney.
8.
It's not a Disney license.
They don't have
So,
merchandising out
No,
yet. They don't.
no, for 7 they did.
For 7, yes, they do, but not for 8 because they're in the middle of shooting.
Like,
But
Do you guys quickly have any theories about Snoke?
I agree
Darth
with you.
Plagueis is the
I
one that I
think he's
agree with the
gonna be
most.
Plagueis.
But like, if they don't do that, I'll be surprised for one thing, but also at the same time not.
I think
either
he's
A.
Darth Bane.
That's what I actually
Wait,
read
who's Darth
something
Bane?
earlier.
Wait, Cad Bane?
No, Darth Bane.
Who's Darth Bane?
Who's Darth Bane?
You elaborate on that.
I was
Bane.
like, Cad Bane is
Darth
the fucking
Bane was
bounty
like
hunter
a
who's
really
badass.
popular Sith in Legends.
The guy who did.
He does
the
have a
Rule
little
of
bit
Two.
of
The rule
of a
two?
presence in canon.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he was the one that established the rule of 2.
What's the rule of 2?
The rule of 2 said that there could only be
There could
2
only be
Sith
two
at a time,
apprentices.
a master and an apprentice.
Oh,
Go to his Wikipedia.
is he canon though?
Darth Bane Rule
Read
2.
read the canon parts of
Because
it.
you got to realize
That's
like
an actual book,
everything's
though.
been fucked up.
I know.
Well,
No,
when it come
but
out,
if you go to Wikipedia, go back.
Wikipedia.
2007.
So
Yeah,
that's
I don't
another-
know if it's
Wikipedia's
canon.
right there.
Go back.
See, that's another crazy
Darth
thing
Bane.
too, where a lot of stuff is like you have to determine what's canon and what's not canon.
Yo, what?
Whoa.
Yeah, this guy's badass.
That's a
Wait, let me see,
okay.
let me
Wait,
see,
is that?
But
He looks like a
wait,
Dark Souls
see,
where's
character.
the-
The one argument
Shit.
against Darth Plagueis, he doesn't really look like Snoke. He's
Wait,
not
wait,
the right species.
Wait. What is he again? Like, what is he? Is he the
Darth
master of like
Bane.
Plagueis?
Darth Bane is human.
What if that's Benicio del Toro's character? What if they make Benicio del Toro's character that character,
Darth
or
Bane.
adapted by like that character?
See, that'd be cool.
No.
I mean, what's
Seems
his
borderline Ray
canon
Romano.
story?
Dude, I want
Alright,
Ray Romano to
Darth
be
Bane was a
Bane.
human male Dark Lord of the Sith, and the sole survivor of the destruction of the Sith at the hands of the Jedi Order 1,000 years before the Clone Wars.
I'm
sorry,
telling you,
I'm
that's
cracking up.
Benicio del Toro.
I know.
Snoke or Kylo Ren's gonna wake him up and they're like, "Look, we need you. We're getting crushed here
What
by
if
the
Snoke
rebellion."
dies in 8?
I don't think so.
What if somehow Kylo tries to kill him?
Remember what my theory was?
Yeah, that was part of Sam's
It
theory.
was like, so what if Snoke's like, look,
Too
I
many
can't
voices
do this
right
for you
now.
anymore. I'm not enough. Here's someone else who has a lot more knowledge of the Force and will help you defeat Luke and Rey and the Rebellion. And then all of a sudden it comes out, Lord Bane or whoever Benicio del Toro's characters come like, all right, let's take down this freaking Rebellion.
Still, my favorite Star Wars theory to date is the video you showed me, the John Solo video about Snoke being Plagueis, and the whole like Plagueis has already been there.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah,
watching that
I'm
entire
glad I
video.
showed that to you, but like also I don't know if it's fully legit because
No, I don't think it's legit, but the whole idea of that is incredible.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So that's your favorite theory. What do you guys have? Like any favorite theories?
I mean,
Anything?
the one that I said about Lord Bane taking over, and like I really want to see Rey turn to the dark side maybe, and I don't think that's not going to happen. But that's like my fantasy theory. But I really do think
you think that Kylo Ren and Rey should have like just role swaps?
not like I think Rey should come back in the end, like come back from the dark side.
It's
But I want to
weird
see.
like change protagonists mid-film.
But it would make like Rey. The thing with Ren, what made Ren so great is that his character was so complex. Even though he was
He's a
all dark
whiny
side,
bitch.
he was still on the light side. Like he was, and that scene with Han Solo and Ren, where like to me that was a great like symbolic scene.
Still hate that scene.
To me, that scene was great because of lighting, where like the sun goes away and that kind of rids away of Ren's light side, and he's full on committed to the dark side
Mhm.
because of what he did.
That was beautiful.
So that to me was amazing when they did that scene. That to me is why that scene's shot so beautifully. I love Ren's character because of how complex he is. Even though he is bad, he's not a Vader's character, because even though Vader was all destroy, you know, no lives taken, where Ren kind of has conflict to him.
I love reading the original like idea of just being
Yeah.
like he went to the dark side for the light side
Yeah.
as like a mole. Which like I could definitely see that. And I
Which
feel
is
like
why
that
like
could happen.
why my fantasy theory is like I want Ren to be a mole.
Yeah.
Like he had to kill Han. He had to kill all these people to stay committed. Like he's committed to this.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden something happens and he has to turn and nobody knew, and then he has to deal with these consequences. And even though he probably had to do whatever it takes, he's still on conflict with his mother because
Exactly.
of what he had to do. That to me would be a great plot line for
Do you think
Rey's
Leia's
character.
going to confront Kylo at any point? Because I think
That'd
that
be great.
That'd be,
I think episode
that'd be
9.
great.
Episode 9 you're gonna see
Episode-
something like that.
wow.
I don't think they're gonna do anything with episode 8.
I feel like episode 8 could be like the pinnacle though, because
Does
like
Kylo die or does he return like Vader does?
what do you mean? You think he died on Dark Star?
No. I'm saying by episode 9, do you think Kylo returns to the light like Vader does, or do you think he just dies?
I think he returns
That's
to
it.
light.
I think
Of course, we can speculate all day and night and all that stuff, but
Unless-
like we don't ever
Yeah, we
truly
really
know.
don't.
Yeah.
unless Ren goes back, like he's like, I can't do this. And what if he's haunted by what he did to his dad, and then all of a sudden
Dude,
he
what if
goes
Han
back to
Force
life?
goes-
But then,
Yo,
but then
what
it's
if-
but
what
then
if
it's Benicio and Snoke. What if it's Benicio and Snoke, and they're the ones that have to face off in episode 9?
What if Snoke is Plagueis, and then Kylo learns the ability that Plagueis always said he could do, cheat death, and what if he brings Han Solo back? That's the stupidest theory I've
Yes,
ever
I don't
seen.
want. Listen, they cannot bring Han Solo back.
least you know
He's
it.
dead.
I know, it's
They
just so
cannot
sad.
do it.
I can't do
They
it.
can't-
it's
I
not
still
dumb
can't
as-
deal
That
with it.
that would defeat the whole purpose.
It's
I-
not
I
dumber than the
still-
Did he
Darth
kill
Jar Jar.
himself?
I have to watch
He
the movies.
didn't. I watched it
the other.
We watched it the other
Yeah.
day, and we sat down
He's
and I
not-
actually
he's
looked at
dead.
that scene and was like, no, he didn't.
The planet exploded on him, and he had a hole stabbed through his chest. He's not coming back from that.
He said thanks.
He
Dad.
said thank you.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said,
he said
thank you.
you.
But did he say it like douchey?
No,
No, he's like, thank you. Like
he said it like
he said-
genuinely.
He said
He
like,
was, like,
thank
crying.
you. He's like, thank you for helping me, because the whole thing with him was.
I thought it meant thank you for helping me realize that I'm actually an asshole.
No,
so I have to
the
kill
thing is
people.
though, because he was fighting with the light and the dark side throughout the whole film,
Gee,
and then he had to kill, and then he had, and that he had to kill his parents, or that he had to confront them in one way or another. If it meant killing them, and it meant killing him. So now that he's fully killing his dad, is fully means he's committed to the dark side, and that he
That's
thanks
something
him for saying
Vader
unless
couldn't
he's
even do. He couldn't even
undercover.
kill his own
he
son.
couldn't kill his own son. And
Yeah.
now, and that's the thing too, is where I like the like. Ren thinks he has a lot to live up to, because you see where he worships Vader. He's like, I have, and when Rey says, "You fear not living up to Darth Vader's standards," and
It's
that's
true.
a lot of the
It's true.
motivations.
It's
Were
totally
like, he's like, "Thank you for helping me stay committed to this. Like, I am now committed to the dark side."
All right, there's no way he's undercover because
No,
he
he's not
can't.
undercover.
The pull
It's a
is too
fantasy
strong that even if he started out undercover, then he would end up being not.
I
Undercover.
do
He
think
would end up- he
he's
would
still
end
gonna be
up-
conflicted.
He would end up staying with them anyway because it would just like fuck with his mind, and it would.
I
Make
do think
him
he's gonna
want
be
the
conflicted
power.
though.
He's
Throughout the rest
no
of
one's
he's gonna
that
be
strong.
conflicted by this.
Yeah, I do want to switch quickly, and briefly.
should probably wrap
Over
it up.
to that's what I was thinking. But over to a similar topic, just briefly, about a theory that I just came up with, and it's a complete and utter joke. And I'm going to preface that now because no one needs to take this seriously. But having just recently rewatched Spaceballs for the first time in probably 5 or 6 years, what if that's canon?
I love that. I love the hell out of that
Oh
movie.
my god.
Like, and then it
your
makes
Schwartz is as big as mine.
What
Now
a
let's see
goof.
if you know how to use it.
What a goof! He fell for the oldest trick in the book.
I love it.
What's with you, man?
Oh, they never made a
Yogurt! It's yogurt!
they're never
sequel.
gonna
Oh
make
my
a sequel
god.
to that.
It's been 30 years. They're not going
They
to.
need Rick
The
Moranis
Schwartz
to be in
Awakens.
that
That's
film.
all we need.
Well, I mean, Mark
A
Hamill lost a
Jewish
shit ton of weight. Rick
princess.
Moranis could
Funny,
lose like a
she
shit ton
doesn't
of
look
weight.
Jewish.
They need Moranis has got to come out of retirement.
Yeah,
first and
he
wanna
looks like
do
a
it.
potato.
I would
Rick
love
Moranis
it.
does not
I
wanna
would
make
love
movies
for
right
him
now.
He's
to
not
come out.
retired.
He doesn't
Yeah.
want to make movies right now.
He's still making shit. Okay.
He's not.
Well,
He's
maybe
been out of the
like-
business for a long
Well,
time.
my homework for you, my friend, is to find Rick Moranis and be like, yo, do some shit. Honey, I
Yeah.
Shrunk the Kids 4 or some shit like that, dude.
No,
I was gonna say go fuck
Come back
yourself.
and
and
do
my
the
own-
search for more money.
Okay, I guess that too. Ghostbusters
Oh,
coming out
boy.
this summer.
There's some
Um,
strange.
Ghostbusters, shitty ass.
The ring is
Neighborhood.
pumpkins.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
want to talk about that.
That movie's
That's gonna be
shit.
hard.
I'm
Visual
not
effects
gonna
on the
say
visual
it.
effects on that film look atrocious.
I want it to be. I want it to be okay, but it's not.
But
gonna
I
be
want.
Okay.
No, I
Rick
want
Moranis
Rick.
isn't going to be in
Rick
that.
Moranis. I want. What happened to him? Oh, whatever.
He
Well,
did,
it's
I just think
depressing.
because he's focused on being a family man right now. I think that's what his whole
He has a family.
is.
Oh.
Hey, how are you?
I don't know. I just think he doesn't want to make movies right now.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's
He had
sad.
some good lines in Ghostbusters.
He did.
He did.
He's.
He was a good, really good player. He's such a great
well,
actor.
we're gonna call it up to the end now.
Man.
What's
This is
the
the end
matter,
of the
Colonel
first episode.
Sanders? Chicken?
I'm surrounded by assholes. I'm literally surrounded by
All right.
assholes right now.
We ain't
Oh
found
god, I'm
shit.
surrounded by
Alright.
assholes.
All right, let's wrap this bad boy up.
No.
Quick,
Save
get me the
me.
DVD copy of
Surrounded by-
Spaceballs, the movie.
All right,
They didn't have
Thank
DVD
you
back
guys.
then.
I mean, VHS.
watching,
whatever.
Yeah.
for listening.
Oh my god. Okay, then we're cutting it off. This is the
We're-
end
we're
of the
only
first
23 minutes
episode.
over, it's fine.
Shut up.
All right.
It is what it is.
Where can
Deal
we
with
find?
it.
Where can we find everybody if they want to listen?
Follow us
have a
on.
We don't have a Twitter.
I'll
we don't
make
have
a Twitter.
Snapchat,
Follow us on
we don't
Yik
have
Yak. We're
anything.
anonymous.
Yo,
Follow me at the cell.
follow us on
Twitter.
SoundCloud, which you're probably already listening to.
Movie
We're
Man
gonna get us on
24
YouTube and iTunes eventually.
Yeah!
Hopefully.
But
All right.
hopefully,
See you later.
we'll see you then.
Peace,
Bye.